Welcome to Brian's Beekeeping. It's late in March. It's time to feed the bees because they haven't made enough honey. In this video I'm going to show you how I feed my bees, what I feed them with. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I feed them. We're also going to show you a little bit about the insulation that I use to keep the bees all snug and warm. And I should mention that this hive, this particular hive, I've got 4. This one is my strongest hive. I've split it, I don't know, 6 or 7 times over the last few years. Really strong hive. A little bit feisty though, so things could get a bit exciting. Particularly considering I have a hole in my suit. And I hope the bees don't find that. As you can see, the hive is completely surrounded by what looks like a wooden shell. This is not the beehive, this is exactly that. This is a wooden outer shell and it protects a layer of styrofoam on the inside. So this is probably my best insulated hive. It's also the hive that performs the best. Even on hot days, the insulation makes it so much easier for the bees to not have to cool down. Let's have a quick look at what that looks like. So on the inside here, there's my lid, just a couple of little runners there so it stays on. You see that? It slots on nicely. This is just a hive match in case I need it, which I don't at the moment, but it's there if I need it. You'd think that that little notch was put there so I can get this out easily. It wasn't. I was just being clumsy and broke it. Check on my remote to make sure I was actually recording. I did say I was clumsy. Now this lid, to get it out, I can't lever it because it's all nicely slotted in. See, if you'll see shortly, you'll have to watch the GoPro footage for this because the GoPro footage shows you exactly what I'm looking at. I've got layers of styrofoam around the outside and then I have my lid here. But I can't lever the lid because it's protected by all of this. So what I have are screws in the lid and I can lift it up. But I can't leave it for weeks and weeks and weeks because if I do that, they will fill it up with their stuff that they use. Look at that. This is a really big feeding frame. I'm going to show you, the viewers at home on the iPhone. I'm going to show you what we're seeing here. If you can see that feeding frame, that's a big one. That would normally hold about 6 litres of honey syrup, sugar syrup. So that feeding frame is empty, totally empty. Now that's something they've done over the last week, which is quite the effort. Now I don't have enough sugar syrup to fill it, which is a shame. Probably about 3/4 full, if I'm lucky. No, maybe just over half full. So I know next time I need to bring more sugar syrup for this hive. And there you have it. That's how easy it is to feed it. Now I'm not going to go through the whole you know, checking each frame because I know they don't have a lot of honey. I will get rid of some of this burr comb and then I'll close it up because, as I said, this is a very feisty hive. I haven't smoked it all. There's probably 30,000 bees in there and they will all come out and chase me away. I don't feel like I need that in my life right now. I've done my job. I've fed them. Now just remember, if you are feeding bees, this time of year, I feed them 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. It must be white sugar, pure refined sugar. Do not feed them like raw sugar or brown sugar or any of that. It will make them quite sick. Now the reason I feed them is that a beehive of this size will typically need up to maybe 20 kilos of honey to make it through the winter. Now some beekeepers will harvest everything in February, March. It doesn't give the bees enough time to get what they need for winter. So if that's the case, the poor old bees just can't, they can't get it and they don't make it through the winter. So I feed my bees and I'm proud to say that most of my hives survive through the winter. If you'd like to watch my channel a bit more, it'd be great if you'd subscribe, please. If you've got any questions, do ask in the comments. I do engage there and I really like the community that we're developing. But like I said, it'd be awesome if you'd subscribe. If you want to look at this if you're looking at me from the iPhone 15 footage, have a look on the GoPro footage playlist. It's got all the GoPro footage. There's some really good stuff there. And if you're interested, I've got another podcast coming out called The Long Way Forward, and it's all about life, love, leadership, and how to get better at those things. And just why I'm qualified to tell you that, I'm not really sure. I've done 20 odd years, 30 odd years in business, leadership and sales, and I just want to give some of my learnings back. So if you can take something away from that at a very low cost, it'd be great to have you on the journey with me. Thanks for stopping by my podcast. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube. And let's turn them off. Bye.